So Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 2. What a fucking game. What an ending. Not gonna lie. If I was in my 40s, I might have had a heart attack with that one. Because that was
Yeah, same.
yeah, that was we need to Arsenal stop doing this to me. Yeah. Aston Villa, you've done it to me. Now you've done it again. The last
United
minute
as well.
smashing, yeah, it's
United as
crazy,
well,
isn't it?
yeah.
But we've got another guest on today.
Yeah,
Ruhan, big up yourself. How you doing, mate?
that's what I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. I think it's good that we're doing this match review like a couple hours after the game because I don't think we could have done it straight away. We wouldn't have any words to describe how we were feeling, bro. It was crazy. It's
It was
crazy.
mental.
Mm.
Ruhan's got a channel, CK Ruhan. The link will be in the description, so go and subscribe to him. He's going to be starting up again, so look out for that. But on the game, emotions were mental because when it came back to 2-2, I was like, yeah, cool, we're going to win the game now. But not in the fashion that we did. We left it till pretty much the last kick of the game. Reece Nelson, left foot. What a strike as well. What a strike from a player.
Yeah, I'm so happy for him, man. I'm so happy for him because obviously he started off playing well. Like obviously he scored the brace against Nottingham Forest, and then he got the injury in the friendly. I think it was against Juventus. And then obviously he's come back now and he's scored again. I think that's 5 goal contribution in 3 appearances for Nelson.
That's 2 games now where he's come on and he's made an impact. He got an assist as well.
Impact, yeah, and he just looked sharp in general as well after.
I'm really happy for him as well, and he's been patient with it. But when he's come in, he's taken his chance and he's done that really well. And I thought, with the whole, I like the way that Arteta took Smith off, even though he was a sub already. I thought that showed balls and it showed character to even sub him off and bring resources.
I don't think Smith Rowe was particularly bad. I just think that the tempo was a bit too high for him, considering he wasn't really match fit. So I think he got the assist for Partey, didn't he?
He did get the assist. That all our substitutes made impacts because Ben White got the goal as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So that in terms of that, Arteta got it spot on. But like we said, 9 seconds in they scored, and you're just thinking, all right, cool. It's not the ideal start, but we've got the whole game. Surely we'll thrash them still. And then we were knocking on the door the whole half. We had like 85% possession. But then that Saka chance where you thought maybe that could have been it, but then it just wasn't really
the rebound.
We couldn't break them down. They were literally, they had most of their men behind the ball, and then could have been 2-0 because they went on the counter. And then
it should have been 2-0. I think Ramsdale's save was
what a save
ridiculous.
That was.
Yeah, and
they
went
had a
through
few
again as well.
They had a few nervy moments on the break where he thought that if that was a team of better quality, then
we would have been punished for sure. I think Arteta's going to tell the players that, like, it's great what we did today. It was a great comeback and all, but we can't get away with that against any other team. Realistically,
we can't.
So, we have to be careful.
We've been on great form the past few games, but we're not making the sharp starts that we've been making earlier towards the start of the
season.
We were scoring inside 10 minutes, inside half an hour. Now it's a bit we sort of work into the game. But do you think that's down to lack of players being fit, or what do you think that is?
To be honest, I don't know. I have noticed that, like, if you compare us to the start of the season till now, you go back to the Liverpool game at home. Martinelli scored a minute in. Now it takes us a bit of time to settle into games, I think. Why, I don't know. Obviously, we're not not everyone's 100% fit. We're still needing, Jesus back. Partey's come back from an injury as well. So that's one of those things that we're, as long as we don't concede goals like we did today, a slow start, you can get away with them. But
I
actually don't know why.
There's quite a few games that we've gone 1-0 down. West Ham at home.
United at home.
United at home. City, obviously, we lost that game. Villa. Now this one today. So I think that needs to be addressed by Arteta because
for sure,
because one of the reasons why we were doing so well before was because of our sharp starts. Now it's sort of it's not been as frequent, but I'm sure that we
Yeah, we weren't chasing games
can
before, yeah.
get firing again. When Jesus comes back,
Yeah.
I'm sure things will change.
Yeah, I think he's been a massive miss. Don't get me wrong. I think Eddie, when he has come in, he's done an okay job, but he's no Jesus. Obviously, Martinelli's playing up front, who's also done an okay job, but he's not Jesus, and Martinelli's, very effective out wide. So,
Yeah, he's very
I think Jesus coming back. I'd imagine after, um, I don't know who I guess
They said
Palace we've
after
got
the international break, so I think it will be for that Leeds game at home.
Leeds at home, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be
Yeah, I
back
don't think
by
there's
then.
any need to rush him in, because
No.
I'd be more than happy to see, if Trossard's injured, I'd be happy to see Martinelli up top again, Reece Nelson on the left against Fulham. So
Mm. Yeah, but with that Trossard injury, hopefully it's nothing serious. Has there been any word on that?
no, Arteta's just said that it's a worry, but I don't think they've confirmed how long it's going to be. It looks like a muscular thing, so it must be a couple of weeks at least. So, which is a shame because
Yeah,
Trossard's been doing quite well as well.
yeah, that is a shame. He's fitted into that false nine role really well, and that's why
Excellent
Martinelli's.
signing,
That's what excellent signing, brilliant signing.
excellent signing.
That's why Martinelli sort of picked up that form again because he's had that player in Trossard. He kind of because when Gabriel Jesus was playing, he drifts out to the left, and Martinelli
Yeah,
fires
yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's exactly what Trossard do, and they can interwine, and
Yeah.
it
With
works. But
Eddie, Martinelli wasn't able to do that, and
no,
that's why you
it
saw
wasn't working
a
as
lot
well.
of Martinelli's worst performances were when Eddie was starting up front, which isn't directly Eddie's fault.
No,
Eddie's
it's
just
not. It's not a dig at Eddie. It's just
he's just a
different
very
style of players.
orthodox striker where he gets on the end of stuff. He doesn't really link up play that much, whereas Trossard and Jesus are a bit more sort of technically gifted, so they're able to link up with Martinelli a lot better.
So for that Fulham game, obviously we'll do a preview. But will you go with Reece Nelson on the left and Martinelli up front?
If Trossard's not fit, then yeah, I think so.
I think that's fair. I think
I think it'd
that's definitely
be.
the right choice.
I think Reece deserves a start. I think he came on.
Definitely
If you
does.
saw his stats, I think he was probably, up there for man of the match because even though he only played, I think 20 minutes or something like that, or half an hour, or whatever it was, like he came on and he made a huge impact. So
I would love to
I'd
see him start on Thursday as well. Reece Nelson.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to see him start on Thursday. If he does well, sub him off.
Mm.
Give him a breather before Fulham away because ultimately that's the most important game right now. So
Another thing I was going to point out was obviously Tomiyasu started the game, but he wasn't really playing that well at all. And I like
no,
the
he
fact that
hasn't.
Arteta took him off at halftime. It's sort of a message: if you're not playing well, you're off, and
Yeah.
that's the way it should be.
It's concerning though with Tomiyasu because we always thought of Tomiyasu as like a very reliable deputy to Ben White. I don't think any of us can argue now that Ben White's a better right back, but I think the level of drop off between Ben White to Tomiyasu is quite alarming for Arteta, and I think it's something that needs to be addressed because Tomiyasu is a good player. It's not like
He's a good
he's
player.
crap. Like last season, he was one of our more important players when he was fit, which wasn't often to be fair, but his aerial duels, his one-on-one ability is very good. It's just on the ball, he seems very, he doesn't seem to have much confidence at the moment, which, doesn't surprise me. He hasn't played much, so yeah.
Yeah, I fully agree with what you said. Going to some player ratings now. I'll start in goal with Aaron Ramsdale. Made that crucial save in the first half to keep it at 1-0.
Yeah.
Not much he could have done on any of the goals, I don't think.
No, not really, no.
There was one moment where he gave towards the end of the game, he
In
passed
the
it
second
straight
half,
to him.
yeah, he did, yeah.
But other than that, he didn't have a bad game. I'd give him a 7.
I'd give him a
For
7. Yeah, I'd give him a 7. I'd give him a 7. I think anything lower than that would be harsh because he literally did keep us in the game in that first half with that save. So
yeah. I'll ask you, Tomiyasu.
4. 4. I think I just don't think he's the right player to play in that current system at the moment. I'm sure when he does pick up form, he'll be a very handy player to bring on to see out games and all. But Ben White has to start over him in every game now. I think, apart from maybe in the Europa League and stuff, you can sort of get away with playing Tomiyasu and Tierney, etc.
Yeah. I'll go with William Saliba. I thought he had a decent game.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of things he did. I liked. He's very composed at times, but there was a few dodgy moments. I'll go with a 7 again. I don't think he was amazing. I don't think he had a bad
By
game
his
either.
standards, anyways. Yeah.
By his standards, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Gabriel.
Gabriel, I think similar to Saliba, them two always have, relatively similar games, but I think I'm going to give Gabriel a 6 because I think he should have done better with the first goal. Because obviously
Yeah.
the ball went through. I think he missed the clearance. If I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how I saw it. So yeah, when you make that kind of mistake, I think you're going to have to be knocked down to a 6 but he didn't do it much wrong other than that. So I think I'll give him 6.
Yeah, Zinchenko, I thought he didn't have his best game, but again, he's always constantly there, and he's constantly an option, which I like. I like that he's constantly available, making himself available. Again, it wasn't his best game, but when we needed him, he did come through and he did start really pushing the team on. I love
Yeah.
his passion. His passion you can't ever fault. But again, I'll go with a 7 for Zinchenko. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think
fair
7's
rate.
fair for him as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next? Thomas.
Thomas Partey.
Thomas Partey, I think he should have done better with ball in the second goal. I
Hmm.
think Senesi was his man, if I'm
He
not
lost
wrong.
his
So
man. That's
he
what I
lost his
was going
man,
to say.
yeah. And I think before that, the free kick was given away by him as well. I think he got knocked out by the Bournemouth winger. But generally, I thought he had a relatively solid game. Very composed on the ball, gets the ball forward very quickly, which I like about him. He does these sprays to Saka all the time, which sort of spreads defenders. I'm gonna give him a 6 because of the mistake that cost the goal.
Yeah,
But
I think
other than
that's
that, relatively solid game.
a fair rating. I think in transition he's quality, but it's just
Yeah.
a few times today. Obviously, he got the goal that got us back in the game, but a few
Oh, that's
times
true.
today,
I might give him a 7. I might change to a 7 then, because
7.
that
Yeah,
goal's key. Yeah,
that
I
goal
think
was
7.
key.
Yeah,
But
key.
a
Yeah.
few times, like you said, a bit sloppy at times.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
he did
Him and
lose his
Zinchenko
man.
had moments. Yeah.
Yeah, he did lose his man for the second goal. You are right.
Yeah.
I'll go with Fabio Vieira. I'll give him a 5. I don't think he was great.
I think he was very quiet, very quiet.
Very
Yeah, it was
quiet.
disappointing. Yeah.
I was expecting more from him. I was hoping for more from him, but he didn't really make much of himself. And
No, he didn't.
like
I
you
think
said,
it was just
he
a
was a
shame
bit
because a
quiet.
lot of people were happy to see him start.
I
he,
was saying he should start over Xhaka in this game.
yeah, yeah.
He didn't
Because
really.
obviously we expected to have a lot of the ball. We expected to have a lot of chances. We wanted him and Odegaard to create, which unfortunately he just didn't do. And yeah, it's a shame. I'm sure he's a good player, but I just don't think he's quite there yet. He's quite up to speed with English football, which is only natural for someone coming from Portugal.
Yeah. Martin Odegaard.
Odegaard, I thought he had a good game. I thought he, even if he didn't get a goal or assist, I thought he was dictating the tempo quite well, especially in the second half. But I don't think he did quite enough to get an 8. I don't know if you agree with that, but I
Yeah,
think
I agree. I don't.
a solid 7, a
He
solid 7.
wasn't quite. There was a few times his final ball lacked a little bit, or
Yeah,
the final
that's why
moment.
I wouldn't give him an
But
8. Yeah,
he's always looking to make something happen, which I like.
yeah,
I would agree with the 7 for him.
7. Yeah,
On the right hand side, Saka, very quiet from what we're used to. I think
yeah.
very quiet from what we're used to.
But that's because the standards he set us are
Exactly
sky
that's what I'm
high in
saying. The
it. So.
standards he's set are amazing, but usually he's our main outlet in attack. And we looked to him. He was certainly the man we were looking to, but just struggled to make it happen today.
I thought the
I
Bournemouth
didn't
left
think it
back
was
had a good
bad.
game, though.
Yeah,
I thought the Bournemouth left back had a very good game. So
he
that
did.
must have
Zamora did have a
had
great
effect as
game.
well. Yeah,
I'd give him a 6 today. I think
yeah.
again, I
I
think
think that's fair.
he's always a threat, but he just wasn't quite there today.
Yeah. He wasn't as sharp as what he was against Everton. Yeah,
Player, I thought we can't really rate, but
we
Leandro
can't really
Trossard,
rate Trossard. No.
standard 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll ask about Martinelli then. Martinelli on the left.
Again, he wasn't bad. I thought he wasn't obviously not as good as he was against Everton. I thought there was a moment in the second half where we broke, and I thought he should have done better with the finish.
I
I don't
was
know if you
gonna pick
agree with
up on that. but he
Um,
should be getting that on target.
yeah, and for the most part, he didn't do much, which might sound harsh considering we won the game and scored 3
Yeah,
goals. But I
yeah,
thought
I agree.
for the most part he wasn't too much of a threat. So I think I'm going to give him a 6 as well.
6 as well. I think
Yeah,
that's a fair rating. Substitutes. These obviously they all had a big part to play.
yeah.
First one, Emil Smith Rowe. I thought, like you said it earlier. He just wasn't up to the tempo of the game. He wasn't
Mm.
quite there with it. But he got a crucial assist. To be fair to him, at a time when
He
we
did,
need.
yeah, that's true.
Um, Other than that, he wasn't really a threat. He didn't really
Mhm.
make an impact in the game. But for that assist, I'll give him a 6. I think 6 is.
I see Smith Rowe as a midfielder. To be honest with you, I
Mm,
think I think his ability to link up play. I saw him trying to do a lot of 1-2s and stuff with Vieira in the first half that weren't coming off.
mm,
And we know what Smith Rowe's like. He likes the late runs into the box. He's a goal threat as we saw last
yeah,
season.
yeah,
Um, so I think trying him potentially on that left 8 one day could be an option for Arteta. But yeah,
yeah,
today he didn't
definitely.
do a lot, but as expected, considering he's just come back from injury as well.
Um, Ben White.
Ben White, I'd give him an 8. I think
Yeah,
the sort
100%.
the level increase from Tomiyasu to Ben White was like we said, it was alarming. I think he links up with Saka a lot better. He's a lot more composed on the ball. He's better at crossing as well, and he got a very important goal as well. What a good time to score a first goal for Arsenal. I'd give
100%
him an
agree.
8.
Yeah, he was a huge impact, and he got that
Yeah.
crucial equaliser. Who else came on? Reece
Um,
Nelson.
Xhaka came on for a bit.
Shaki
Reece
came
Nelson,
on.
yeah,
Reece Nelson. Yeah. Incredible.
yeah,
Um, Huge impact. Like we said, Smith Rowe. He wasn't really
up to
there.
speed. Yeah.
But Reece Nelson was completely opposite. He was a huge
Yeah, he
impact when he
came on
got.
and he instantly just looked to run at them, and then he
That's what I'm
instantly got
saying.
the assist
He
for
was
Ben
running
White.
at
So
players, which I liked. Got that assist for that Ben White goal, and then got the winner. What a goal it was as
beautiful
well.
goal, man. Unreal
Left
goal.
foot, solid strike, and like I said, that's 2 games now where he's come on as a substitute, and he's
Hmm.
made a massive impact. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a 9.
yeah, I agree. I
Whereas
agree with the
for
nine.
just his impact, and he got that winning goal, and that
He
goal
won
was
the
huge.
game for us essentially.
That
He
goal
won the
was
game for
huge.
us.
He's earned us
Yeah,
6 points, 6
yeah.
massive points. So big up to Reece Nelson.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would you give
And
him
then
a new contract?
I need to see
Because
more.
obviously it's running out in June.
I
So
need to see a bit more of this, and then. But I
yeah,
think for the most part, he's definitely moving in the right direction, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
looking
for
good.
sure. Yeah.
And then Granit Xhaka
He wasn't on for long enough. He came on for about 10
and
minutes,
5.
but he came on and he sort of solidified the midfield because Bournemouth looked to counter a lot.
Yeah,
And to be fair to Bournemouth, they did that quite well for most parts of the game. That I think it was Otara or something. The new winger that they had looks very dangerous. Solanke looked very dangerous on the breaks as well. So and I think Xhaka came on because I thought Fabio Vieira was kind of getting overrun in midfield, and he kept his shape. And yeah, I'd give him a 6. He wasn't on for long
6.
enough
Yeah.
to get anything more than that.
And then we'll both rate the manager, but
Yeah,
I'll give Arteta an 8 because I thought the substitutions were vital.
mhm.
But however, Bournemouth at home, you'd expect us to have been cruising in that game, and it's
Yeah,
slightly worrying with the way we're conceding goals and finding
mm.
ourselves a goal down for us to react, and it's not really sustainable. I don't think it's not sustainable. But for those
No,
changes,
against better teams, we'll get punished for it. Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying. But for those changes alone today, and the decisions, for example, to bring Ben White on at half time, take Smith off, Reece Nelson, I will give him an 8 for
I'd give him a 7. I think if we drew the game, it would have been lower. It probably would have been a 5 or 6 because I don't think Ben White needed to be dropped. Bearing in mind we've kept 2 clean sheets in a row. I don't think he got dropped. He got rested essentially with. But I don't think when you've kept 2 clean sheets in a row, I don't think you mess about with the back line. The Fabio Vieira inclusion didn't work out, but a lot of people people wanted it. So we can't really knock him for that. But yeah, like you said, with the substitutions, he got them all right. Not many managers would bring off a player who came on, which he did with Emil Smith Rowe, and obviously he couldn't really have bought anyone else off. So it was a brave substitution to do that. And Ben White coming on for Tomiyasu was kind of him rectifying the initial mistake, very quickly. He didn't wait till 60, 70 minutes to make that change. And yeah, I thought he managed that game quite well in the end. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. I think I would have given him an 8, but I thought the initial mistakes with the team lineup kind of bring it down a bit.
Yeah, well, there you have it. Those are the player ratings. Ruhan, it's been fun talking to you, and we'll definitely.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, bro. It's been a pleasure.
We'll definitely be doing more content. Like I said, Ruhan has got a channel, so do go and subscribe to him. Check out his content, and I'll put his link in the description. But for now, people,
Appreciate it.
have a great rest of your weekend, and see you in the next one. Take care.
Take care. Peace.